Towela, Tobosani to the Ngunis, Lochani, Da, Zeresi, and greetings to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Today I just felt it's a good day, a great day especially, to talk about an issue that I once discussed, with people that I'm very much close to on social media, people whom we share information with, my friends, brothers and sisters all over the globe. There was a discussion that we discussed um, regarding, our African spirituality and the consumption of alcohol. A question came as to whether this act is it serving us a good service as African spiritualists, or is it doing more harm than good? Well, to answer that, I don't want to jump into conclusions, and I don't want to rubber stamp what I'm going to say to you at this present moment in time. I am going to say this, and I'm just going to state facts from a spiritual point of view and from a physiological point of view. Then, you be the judge. You judge for yourself if whether this alcoholic beverages and alcohols that you consume, are they doing good for you? The reason why I'm saying this is because it has, it has become a norm that these days, especially people with spiritual calls, I am going to say this as a South African because I see them in South Africa. South African healers, people we call prophets, people with intuitions and premonitions, a whole lot more of people with spiritual gifts that we as Africans regard them as gifts. These people consume alcohol, like heavily so. And it's not a joke. They do consume too much of this alcohol. Now, the question comes, is this thing doing them good? Or is it, moving them further away from connecting with themselves, truth and reality and consciousness itself? Well, it goes like this. Within alcohol and a lot of beverages that you find out there in the economic market, it's these things, these beverages within them have got lots and lots of chemicals that are not of no good to you, to your system, and especially to your spirituality as an African. To name only a few chemicals that we find in these alcoholic beverages, it's sulfites that we find in there, lots and lots of them. And the sulfites, what they do, it's they mess up your pineal gland. They calcify it. They make it harder within your system, making it difficult to circulate and vibrate rhythmically with the vibrations of nature itself. and making it difficult for that gland to secrete, the secretions that are required for you becoming the person that you should be becoming as a spiritual being. One very important chemical, that which I feel little is being said about it within such beverages. It's too much manganese in there. What manganese does is it changes the chemistry within one's individual. It messes up with your chemistry, your harmonious chemistry. It messes up with that. And too much of manganese can make an individual rape his or her own mother or father, or even kill your own children. It's not a good chemical to be consumed in large quantities within one's system. And again, for people who are suffering from water retention diseases within their systems and heart problems, when they get into a doctor's office, the doctor prescribes them diuretics, the furosemides, the spironolactones and the likes, to try to flush out the excess water within their system. And on top of that, the doctor also prescribes potassium chloride to supplement the loss of the potassium that this particular person will be losing while this water pills are extracting fluids from his or her own system. What happens during that process? It's when you have got potassium within your system, then you come up again, you add more manganese on it from your alcoholic beverages and the likes in an acid medium, because normally you are sick now because your systems are more acidic these days because of the kind of foods that you consume and the kind of lifestyles that you live. What happens with this potassium and manganese in an acid medium? When these two chemicals meet in an acid medium, they react. Oxidation occurs. They do react, and when they react, they explode these chemicals within you, even though you cannot feel them. But once you have taken too much of this alcohol, you will feel as if something is exploding within you. You feel the sounds within you, uncomfortable sounds within you. And what those explosions does to your system, it will cause you ulcerations within your gut, within your alimentary canal. It will cause you a whole lot more of inflammations within your system, making you sick in the latter stage. So with alcohol, it again calcifying your pineal gland. It makes it difficult for your pineal gland, or for your system, if I may put it that way, to receive information from other dimensional realities and the realities of your ancestry, to be able to convey such messages and project those messages to the people out there. I am not surprised why in this modern day in time, with tons and tons of the spiritual people that we see globally, especially Africans, because this message is especially directed to them, having not been able to see that we are going to have a pandemic like coronavirus, for instance, because these things, nature alerted our people back in time because they were in tune with reality, truth, and nature. The reason why that is because, again, the very same people who were supposed to be giving us this kind of informations from consciousness and from the dimensions of our ancestors to prepare us of what's coming in the future are taking too much alcohol, and they are not being able to receive informations of importance, that help us prepare or know what to do if we get to encounter a situation of this nature, like that of the pandemic that we are in as we speak, the coronavirus pandemic. I am not saying leave your alcohol. I know a lot of you would say, when you speak of alcohol as an African or as an African spiritualist, are you leaving Sogambia out? Yes, Sogambia, I'm leaving it out with an exception. Because in there, within that Sogambia, processed as it is, it's not like the ones that you people consume commercially out there, because that one, within that beer, the natural beer, the sorghum beer that we used to consume back in time, you get plus minus 77 minerals, essential minerals that your body requires for it to function properly. The alcohol that you get in there that makes you a little bit more dizzy, it's not like the processed alcohol that you people consume. That is why I'm saying I'm living that I'm living sorghum beer with an exception, because sorghum beer, it's different as compared to what you people are consuming out there. I don't know if whether this message will in a way disturb other people's feelings, but the aim here, it's not to disturb or harm your emotional being. The aim here is to educate and return people back to themselves, especially Africans. I hope this message finds you well, and I hope that you get to do something with this message. For more of these kinds of information, because we will be unraveling more of this, subscribe to our channel, Bakoni Kalafo, and press the like button, because when you do that, you are supporting the movement of reawakening the spirits of our people, especially those of African people. Mushate, Tobel.